नाइट ले लिया उसने H3. लेट्स गो, निकालो वो
H3.
पॉन.
Rook takes A4, king takes G3, and actually you can just
Oh,
play
it is
Rook A3
entering.
and Rook takes H3. Finito.
Oh, रुक
क्या बात कर रहे हैं? अभी
Oh, you can
तू
take Rook
बेस्ट है.
H3. Let's
खत्म.
go.
GG. Let's go.
कौन जीत गया भाई? कौन जीत गया भाई?
क्या ही moment.
Oh,
King
King
F3.
F3. Final
जीत गया क्या
move.
भाई?
Dominguez is going to resign.
बस रेजिग्नेशन के लिए रुके. वाओ.
B pawn is rushing down the board,
रेजिग्नेशन के लिए
guys.
तो मैं भी रुका हूँ, पर व्लादिमीर
USA, epic moment. Let's go.
What a moment.
Prag had lost to Wesley So by move 41. This was India's first loss today. India was under pressure, but on boards 1 and 3, Gukesh and Arjun had great positions, +3 advantages for the later part of the game. The game by Gukesh against Fabiano Caruana was a crucial game. It was a complex late middle game, and here you can see the deep pawn is almost rounded up by Gukesh, but it's still there. And Fabiano played Queen G6. He had to play Knight G6 or move the king and wait, or Knight G8. He had to put pressure on E4, but he goes Queen G6, completely missing that. So basically, the idea is if you take, I mean, the bishop is hanging, and if you move the bishop, then the rook would move and the game would be equal. Like bishop d7, rook d8 is there, so bishop d1, now rook comes in, and it's not that clear, right? So this was the idea, but Fabi missed rook f4. The rook becomes active, e4, pawn gets defended, and d2 is about to get picked up. Fabi played queen g5, completely missing h4. His idea was if you take, then knight g6, and we are lost. So, I mean, you can still play on, but bishop f5 is there, but we are kind of in not having any advantage after that. But he missed h4. He wasted 2 moves there. He lost 2 tempi, and then Gukesh calmly picked up the d2 pawn. Rook b8, he comes in with his queen, threatening the knight. h5, attacking the bishop. So here again, accuracy is needed. The bishop can go here, but then the rook will come in with checks. The king will have nowhere to hide easily. So bishop e6, rook b6. Fabi is holding on, but then Gukesh finds the final killer, bishop f7, taking the h5 pawn. And now Fabi played queen d6, hoping for some respite here, but after the exchange of queens, it was 2 pawns up, and Gukesh calmly converted. He brought his bishop in, and he moved his rook and brought his king, and Fabi resigned. This brought India back to 1-1. Vidit meanwhile drew, so it was 1.5, 1.5. And then Arjun, who was winning for a long time, kept his advantage. And here, Arjun had to just do the finishing touches, and he plays a very crucial move, h4, breaking the structure around the king. He's up in exchange. So takes happened, and now queen e4, king took, queen takes, and that was it. Exchange of queens, and here it's just a matter of formality. He finds the best way to continue. Rook comes to defend, then he brings the king. He wants to play king f2, but Arjun finds rook e5 first, pawn f5. Now just rook takes pawn. Pawn a4, rook a5, knight h3, takes, king takes, and now check. And Arjun finished it off and won the gold for the India men's team for the first time in the history of Olympiad. This was India's best performance because India is on 19 points with 1 round to go. The closest is China on 17. So even if China wins tomorrow and India loses, still they will only reach India on 19. And our tiebreak is too good because we won by huge margins. If you see the difference in tiebreaks amongst the others, you'll understand. It's just like 17-8. It's only born burger, the tiebreak. So the difference is very small amongst everybody else. But look at this difference. It's 45.5 points. And that's not going to change tomorrow. So India is confirmed, 100% confirmed gold for the Olympiad, for the India men's team. In the women's section, however, we won today, and I believe we are in the lead by 1 point because, yeah, Kazakhstan, okay, not by 1 point, we are tied with Kazakhstan on 17. Kazakhstan was held to a draw. They didn't lose. If they had lost, we would have had the lead. Now, two teams on 17, USA, Poland on 16. And tomorrow's round is going to be crucial for the India women's team. One important game in the women's section, the most crucial game I would say, was not a win, but a draw by Vaishali. Divya had already won against 2-3-4 at Nishikun. She had a good advantage from the middle game. And all Vaishali had to do was draw, but she was in a tough situation. And here, the white pawn is just push forward. There is only one idea here that draws, and it's a beautiful idea. Vaishali found it. She plays f5, king moves down the board, and now rook to b7. The point being, after takes promotes, if white promotes, then you win back the rook, and it's all equal. And you might think, why not directly without f5, directly rook b7? Then the difference is after takes promotes. When you give the check, there is f3, which is why she had to include f5 first, and she found it. Beautiful. King moves. With king f3 also same thing works. And if king d3, king is far away, so rook b8 would be enough. So opponent played rook, after rook b7, opponent took promotes rook b8. Now Vaishali just gave a perpetual and she drew the game, giving the important win for the India women's team, which is why they're leading currently with Kazakhstan.